don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. There's no stopping.
I guess we're on the air. I mean, the video stopped right in the middle of it, so I guess we're live. The video was supposed to go more. My Chrome has changed. This has changed. So I'm hoping that you can hear me. Let me just double check on Facebook that you're able to hear me. It's still playing the intro. Okay, so the video was supposed to go more. My Chrome has changed. This has changed. Okay. I'm sorry for the delay. Okay. So, wanted to say Happy New Year. I took a couple weekends off. It was the end of the holiday season, and then there was taking down the Christmas decorations and the tree and the outside decorations. And I was really, really backed up between that and business. So, but we're back to doing our podcast. My name is Chris Gargiulo, and I am a licensed real estate referral specialist and associate broker. I still have my associate broker's license for Realty Connect LLC, and this is my weekly broadcast. So now we're actually going to our fourth season of doing Real Estate with Mr. G, our video podcast, and I'll be uploading it to Spotify as well. And there'll be a video podcast loaded up to Spotify because I do a lot of I think fun stuff. You might not think so, but I think some fun stuff, and it's more of a visual program than just hearing. So I have my blog also, Real Estate with Mr. G .blog, and there is a minimum of 5 new articles per week, along with videos involving the updates in the real estate market, the trends, what's happening, to keep you informed. All right. And the way I work, I do marketing for Realty Connect LLC. So you can contact me, or you can visit my website. And let me see, let me put that up here. My website. Now, you could do both. You could do real estate with Mr. G.US because I cover all of the United States, not just where I live now in Hampton or Hampton Roads, Virginia. You could, if you're looking to buy or sell anywhere, I mean, including Hampton, but anywhere within the United States. Say you're in the military, you're going to be sent to another base. If you want to sell a home here and then find a home, maybe, for instance, in San Diego, I can help you. All right. And that's the beauty of this. And I would put you together with 3 top agents in that area, and you choose which one works best for you. Okay. And the bonus part is that I can still consult with you in your journey of purchasing or listing a home. Okay. So with that, let me just show a little. I actually made this new video on what I do. Hopefully it explains it pretty well. So here it goes. I like the music on that video. Usually, a lot of times with background music that comes with video software, it's not really that good. But this one actually happens to be a good one. So I'm thinking that I might redo it, but make the volume a little bit louder because the music is really good. At least I think so. And so again, um, using me for this service of finding up to 3 agents to either represent you in a buy transaction or a sale transaction, there's no cost to you. Even though I may help you and I might consult you, my fee comes out of the end. There's no additional fee for this service. So I think that's really, really good. I think that's a good thing. All right. So I'm going to show you first, before we get into our regular PDF file, some good news about what's happening in the real estate market. But mortgage rates have dipped down to 6.6%, to mark the lowest level since May of 2023. Okay, was that good? I should actually did a drum roll for us. The software has so many bells and whistles. Mortgage rates have dipped to 6.6 to mark the lowest level since May of 2023. Okay, so that's good news. Still a lot higher than it was a year and a half ago, where you got 3 or even below 3%. But I think those days are really, really gone. Oh, by the way, this is from Housing Wire, and this was published on the 18th. That was 2 days ago. So that's fresh, that's new. Um, and going back to what I was saying about uh, it's really not going to go back down to 3% or 2.8 or 2.75. I believe those days are over. I was surprised how long it went at that low rate for a period of time, because you know, when you're doing real estate sales, you want people to buy right now, right? So for the longest time, to the 2011 to the 2018s, and so I kept on saying, well, hurry up and buy, because the rates are going to go up, mortgage rates are going to go up, but they didn't, and they stood level. May not have gone all the way back to 2011, but for the last few years, 4 or 5 years, it's been low, and all our us realtors and mortgage loan officers believed that it was going to go up, and it didn't, and it lasted that way for a while. And I was surprised it went that long, because you know, as much as rich as banks are, they need a higher rate to stay in the business, right? To loan to other people, to keep on making loans. And a 2.7% loan is, you're really not making that much money. All right. So yes, of course, it'd be nice if it comes back down a little bit more. And people saying, well, if we have the reins on inflation, it could come down more. Yes, it can, but I don't think it's going to come down again to about 3%. And if it does come down, it could be that something it's really bad with the economy. All right. So this is just like an adjustment people have to make. They have to deal with that. They're going to have a higher mortgage rate than 3 or 4 years ago. And unfortunately, maybe that's where I have to do this. The home prices are going up, and they're not going to go up as dramatically as they did in the last couple of years, but they're still heading in that direction. All right. So we're praying that people's incomes are also increasing along that rate. It's working in tandem. As these prices go up, hopefully salaries are going up as well. It has been doing that for some industries. They're doing better, not for every single industry. The funny thing about it um, with AI now, and I'm actually going to show you a chart that I created with AI. Um, it's of course it's software development, but that software development, I believe, is actually now that's pretty predominant. I mean, I watched the uh, three shows this week. I watched Chicago PD and Chicago Med, and then Law and Order, Organized Crime, and they all were episodes where they use AI. Okay, so AI is here to stay, but I think what it's actually doing is, in the field that it is, software development, it's taking some jobs away from IT, like Google's laying off people. So it's a funny situation. I don't know what's going to happen. Um, I know it's helpful um, with some things that I have to do. And when I show you the sketch that I made or the diagram, and it was originally generated by AI, and then I tweaked it. But it's here to stay. Anyway, that's good news again that the rates are dipping, and hopefully they will continue to do that. So let's have another cheer for that. All right, that's enough of that. So let's go to our topic question for today. Excuse me. And let's bring in the person. Let me get her in here. I think it's Nicole. Yes. Nicole has this question.
Good day, Mr. G. I would like to purchase this year, but with limited inventory of existing homes, should I consider new construction? Has there been an increase in inventory for new homes? And what might be some of the advantages of purchasing a new home? Please advise. My family and friends have been watching your video podcasts and find them extremely helpful. Thanks again and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Nicole. That was very nice of you. And thank you for your family and friends who watch me now going on 4 years of doing real estate with Mr. G. And I hope I've helped a lot of people. Okay. So, should you consider buying a new home as you're moving along your journey of finding the correct home for you? Most people go the route first with um, resale homes. These are homes that have already been built and people are living in there, and they go, let me try that. Okay, so let's take a look over here. Let's get this on the screen. Why you may want to seriously consider a new home. And let me get rid of this caption here. We don't need this anymore. Make more room. All right. All right. Are you putting off your plans to sell because you're worried you won't be able to find a home you like when you move? If so, it may be time to consider a newly built home and the benefits that come with one. Here's why. Newly built homes are becoming an increasingly significant part of today's housing inventory. Okay? And according to the National Association of Home Builders, newly built homes available for sale accounted for 31% of total homes available for sale in November, compared to an approximate 12% historical average. So there's a lot of new homes being constructed. So this means that the percentage of total homes available to buy that are newly built is well over 2 times higher than the norm. And even more new homes are on the way. And what I've been reading about as well, and I could post articles on my blog site. I believe the administration is pushing for more middle income type homes, where they're not always these luxury homes that cost a lot of money, and that's a good thing, all right? Because we all want home ownership to reach everybody, not to the only the ones who are very well off. God bless them, right? But to the middle income people, if there still are middle income people in America, I hope there are. Uh, so the ones who are not making uh, six digits yearly incomes, but who are making the 40, 50, 60,000, we're hoping that more homes in that price range are being made for these people. So when they pay their mortgage, it's not like, well, I'm going to pay my mortgage, but I'm just going to have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the rest of my life for dinner. Okay? So recent data shows that data from the census shows that there's been an uptick in both housing starts, where builders break ground on more new homes, and housing completions, how homes where constructions just wrapped up, they're done. And while some people worry that builders are building too many homes, that isn't a concern. If anything, the recent increase is really good news. And that is from Lawrence Yun, the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. Even more homes will be needed, with the housing shortage persisting in most markets. Another 30% rise in home construction can easily be absorbed in the marketplace. So how does this help you? Since the supply of existing home sales is still low right now, the increase of new home construction can be a game changer because it gives you more options for your search. Picture yourself in a new home that's new from the ground up, new appliances, fresh paint, few maintenance needs because everything is brand new, and so much more. Doesn't that sound nice? And here's a plus, okay? And there may be more within reach than you have imagined. In addition, some builders are offering things like mortgage rate buy down for homeowners right now. This can help offset today's affordability challenges while also getting you into your dream home. Okay. In a recent study, builders have been using mortgage interest rate buy downs for many years as a sales incentive whenever interest rates are relatively high. Today, more builders, let me highlight this. It didn't highlight. Why didn't it highlight? Let's try one more time. Okay. Today, more builders are offering more rate buy downs for the entirety of the loan, allowing buyers to finance more home for the same payment amount. So this is all very good news. And the reason why they did this, because so we're in 23 now. So when in 21, 22, we're in 24 now. 23, as rates began to go up pretty fast. And a lot of times when you have new construction, you're writing a contract, but the actual completion of the house might be 6 months later. And in those 6 months, then actually your loan is going to start, the interest rate has gone up. And in that time period, it went like from 3% up to 5%, up to 6%. And all of a sudden, these buyers were out of the ballpark to purchase a home. They could no longer afford them. They were no longer eligible because the monthly payment was too high. So a lot of these developers are saying, and they started at first with those people who were knocked out of the ballpark, but now they're offering for everybody because rates are still high, even though they came down to 6.6%. That's been a jump for a lot of people, especially with the current home prices, which are still high. Okay, so that's a plus for going that direction. Now, what I added to this article, the benefits of new construction. At times, you can make decision on internal construction, such as floors, if you want to go with wood floors, if you want to go with carpeting, cabinets, the quality of the cabinets, the style of the cabinets, tiles, variations on bathroom and kitchens, if you want to walk and shower, if you want a tub as well. And you may have, now I'm not going to say 100%, it depends on where they are in that process of construction. If they just have to frame up, there's a very good chance you can make these decisions as it goes on. Okay. And then you have the enjoyment of having a house with no previous owners. Okay. Where you might find later on they messed up this area and so forth. And all the warranties are brand new, so no time has elapsed, right? So you're getting a warranty on the water heater that's being used right now at the day of closing. It hasn't been already used for 2 or 3 years. Okay, all right. You're getting a refrigerator, brand new time period for the warranty. Right, it hasn't been already. Time hasn't elapsed yet. Okay. What are some of the disadvantages of new construction? As for the price, there's really little room for negotiation because they are buying the developers. They're buying the materials at the cost at that time of the market. Okay, so they have to recoup that cost to make a profit. So they're really not going to come down the price that much, if any. Where you could get help again is with them buying down the mortgage rate for you. But the price of the home is most likely going to stay the same. The other thing, you may have to wait months before you can occupy the home. I had deals again where it took 6 months before they actually moved in. And during that 6 months, there might be construction delays, there might be work delays, there might be strikes. There could be weather delays. There was a snowstorm; they couldn't get to the lot and do the work they did. Could be so many items like that involving delays. So that's one thing you have to consider when you're buying a new construction. Now, if you have the time, if you don't have to rush into a home, then you really need to consider uh, new construction. Okay, but there's something where you got to be in the next 1 to 2 months, then really it's not going to work for you unless the house is near completion. And the only way you're going to find that out if your agent is going to do the legwork and find out exactly when it's going to be ready. Okay? Alrighty then. So we're going to take this off the stream. We're going to make me nice and big again. Now I'm going to show you this diagram is actually it's a no, it's a mind map. That's what it is, and I put into the brain of the AI. I say, list me the advantages and disadvantages of new home construction, and this is what it came up with. Okay. Now I added all the nice colors and the different images to spruce it up. But yes, buying a new construction home. So on this side, they have the advantages. Customization options, right? We talked about that. You could, decide what cabinets you want in the kitchen and the bathroom, okay? Less maintenance because it's brand new. Modern amenities, you get up to date, these new, we got them in 2 years ago, it's the vinyl floors, but they're wood. It's a combination of wood and vinyl. I think it's again a premium vinyl. I think it's called, and they're great. I mean, they take a looking. You could drop water on it, it won't stain, whatever, and it looks good and it's strong. You get new homes that are energy efficient. That's a good one too. All right. I mean, um, it could be the insulation they're using. It could use. It could be a myriad of things if they're going to go with solar panels or geothermal to heat the house. There's all different things. Warranty again. You're getting your warranty starting with day one. So we look on this site. One thing I really like the way the AI did it came out with what I found out. So potential delays, limited negotiation on price. You have a waiting time. Oh, a construction noise in case you do move in and they still have to do some last minute things. Higher cost. It may be higher cost. I actually did some research, and the only reason why I think it could be higher cost because you're getting everything brand new, and again, it's the modern amenities. With a resale, you're most likely not going to get all of those, so the cost will be higher. But I hate to say that it's 100%. It's a case by case situation, all right, and that's the way you look at it. So anyway, I like the way that came out. Okay, so I also have a little video on new construction, and let me show that to you now. This way, this like reaffirms uh, what we're talked about today. That video really nicely summed up what we just talked about. That was a great video. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, so that was good. I think I covered everything I wanted to. Yes, I did. Oh, just one more thing. With the guides again. If you go to my blog site, um, let me put that caption back up here. If you go to realestateWithMrG.blog and you go to resource materials, okay, and I have there the things to consider when buying a home, the winter edition. Okay, these come out 4 times a year. We have the winter edition for that you could download for free. And then you have the selling guide you could download for free. All right. But then you still call me. You don't just do it and you still give me a call or email me or text me, whatever. Okay. All right. I think we have my producer Isabel is saying we have a special guest in the audience. Is that true?
Mr. G, great news. We have celebrities in the audience. Originally from Palermo, Sicily, this couple performed their acrobatic acts at local pubs and circuses. After arriving on a boat to America, they performed their bits at local nights of Columbus in New York City and Brooklyn. As interest in twirling hats waned, the husband of the act entered a life of crime with the Corleone mob family. Ladies and gentlemen, the twirling Barzini's.
was really very good. Thank you for throwing up. I hope you give up that life of crime with the Corleone family, but I'm glad that you stopped by with your wife. And anyway, it's good to be back. I really do enjoy doing my podcast. And I'll see you next week. In the meantime, be kind to each other, be respectful to each other, and remember the greatest power we have is love, and the greatest gift, each other. And I'll see you next week.